Good. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Phillips High School for tonight's Marewood crossover matchup featuring the visiting Assumption Royals, coming in at 0-2 on the year, head coached by Josh Pultz. Going up against the home team, the Phillips Loggers, 1-0 on the year, head coached by Amy Ring. Good evening, everyone. Steve Mavis alongside Olivia Zimmerman here tonight from Phillips High School. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. It's part of a boys-girls doubleheader. Boys will play first, 15 to 20 minutes after the boys' game is over. Then the girls' game will start up. Assumption coming off of two very tough losses at the Cranberry Classic last weekend at the hands of Columbus Catholic and then Nakusa. The Nakusa game was really all JT Schlafer for Assumption. There were a couple players that scored here and there, but Nakusa's defense was very good against JT, and the offense for Assumption struggled in that contest. On the other side for Phillips, they got a big win over Bayfield in their first game of the year, 80-67 or 80-69, led by Lane Abraham, 25 points. Shay Denzine poured in 18. Colin Kleinschmidt with 16. J.J. Heikkinen with 13. J.J. not here tonight. And so we'll see how it pans out for this one here tonight. Tonight's pregame show brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Again, for all of you in Wisconsin Rapids and around the World Wide Web and couldn't make the trip up here to Phillips, thank you for making us a part of your Friday night. It is, they probably won't do anything tonight, but representing the Stars and Stripes on the tie tonight for the remembrance of Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day tomorrow. So representing the Stars and Stripes on the tie, and it's always a somber day on the anniversary of that day in 1941. Cool story. We might get into it a little bit more, but the tie I am wearing, I actually bought it from the very expensive gift shop, as they usually are, but very expensive gift shop at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. And we will turn it here for our national anthem.
Sorry, this is Avery Bushman.
That was our national anthem here as we get you ready for action here in Phillips tonight. Reminder, tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Starting lineups: Logan Nystrom, Owen Hagen, Chase Lieber, JT Schlafer, and Parker Bruink for Assumption. For Phillips, Lane Abraham, Colin Kleinschmidt, Braden Revac, and Benton Lowry, and Shay Denzine. I'm going to go quiet here in a second. We'll have a guest here in just a moment. Good, good, good.
Test.
No, hold on. Try it again.
Test.
Better? All right. Here, we'll turn this down, turn this up. Now do it.
Test.
Perfect. All right.
Nice.
Oh, gosh. They got weights up here, Paul, and they're heavier than you think. Trying to move them around here. Assumption working left to right to the oval. They win the opening tip-off here tonight from Phillips. Glad to be joining you. Once again, Assumption, 2 tough losses in the Cranberry Classic last week. And looking to get on the winning side of things here in conference play.
Always an exciting night when you get the first night of North versus South crossover as the Loggers are able to go ahead and knock it out of bounds, forcing an early turnover.
Yeah, one guy that I was kind of looking forward to watching play. Saw him a couple of years ago here. Saw him in Wisconsin Rapids last year. No J.J. Heikkinen for Phillips out sick today from school. So tough break there for the Loggers.
Well, and again, Assumption also missing a couple players.
Yep.
J.J. Oswald out for sure for the Royals. So again, that sickness is going around. Good reminder: wash your hands, cover your mouth. All that kind of fun stuff.
There's a three-pointer from the right side and taken by Schlafer. The three-pointer missed by Shea Denzine. Shea had 18 in their win over Bayfield last week, or earlier. Yeah, what did they say? Friday? Earlier this week, I think.
Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Bayfield, of course, to the Indian Head Conference. I was saying, this is a very nice old gym. I actually played here from the Butternut High School days. Always enjoyed Phillips. Danny Zaves, Justin Matzik, when I was up here. Phillips had some really good teams back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Chase Lieberg downloaded JT Schlafer. JT had a really good Cranberry Classic. It's just him trying to find some help, and Chase Lieberg lays it in for 2.
Nice job of JT going ahead and pivoting out of the triple team in the baseline, going ahead and finding a cutting Lieberg for the Royals' early 2-0 lead.
Chase had a tough game against Nakusa, but really stepped up. A tough loss to Columbus Catholic in their first game, but 13 in game 1 for Chase. There's a three-pointer, in and out. Rebound taken by Parker Vrewink, who's getting the start tonight. Schlafer on the right side goes baseline, gets bodied, finds Lieberg wide open for 3. Oh, in and out. Chased down and ripped away by Vrewink. Jump ball to Phillips.
Yeah, I see that Coach Paltz also made a lineup change tonight. Steve decided to start the senior Owen Hagen on the floor for the Royals. So Hagen, Schlafer, Vrewink,
Lieberg and Nystrom.
Nystrom. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a night that if you're Logan Nystrom, really struggled at the Cranberry Classic. See if you can get some offense rolling for as he was as a sophomore, just a sharpshooter from beyond the arc.
Yeah, one of the challenges that you run into is you get a foul call here. It's going to be on number 22.
Shea
Denzine for the Loggers. That's their team first, his first. 15:49 to go here in the first half. 2-0 Assumption with the early league. Anyway, back to Logan for a minute. So, again, I think when he came in, Logan can really shoot the basketball. But I think the scouting report, they tried to throw the hammer pass that got tipped. But, Logan can really shoot the basketball. But I think now that the scouting report is out on Logan and people know that he can shoot it at such a high percentage, now that they've really started to go ahead and guard him really 28 feet and beyond, if you will. So, for Logan, the next evolution for his game has got to be getting the basket a little bit, getting that cut.
A 3-second call by Logan Nystrom, who never moved after the out of bounds.
Getting out of the lane, when they start running inbounds plays. So some of the evolutions of the game that needs to kind of come up. So a couple early, I would call them unforced turnovers by Assumption so far in this contest.
There's a left-handed 3 in the corner is drilled by Braden Revac.
Nice little looking lefty stroke. When lefties go ahead and shoot it well, Steve, it's pretty looking.
Schlafer on the baseline finds Vrewink, steps through, blocked, and gets fouled. And Parker Vrewink will head to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. I was just mentioning before we went on the air tonight, they do have here at Phillips anyway. They have a nice remembrance wall of their veterans here at Phillips. I got representing the Stars and Stripes on the tie tonight. Of course, tomorrow Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Just a very somber day throughout the world tomorrow. So representing a little bit tonight.
Always one of my favorite lines from Animal House. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? But again, I've heard from many people. I have not been fortunate enough to ever make the trip to Hawaii, but I've heard that is truly one of the most wonderful experiences. That's the third really good look that number 4, Lane Abraham, has had from 3. One of those deals, he's not knocked them down yet, but boy, I'd be careful leaving him open. He's averaging 25 a game in the first game.
Yeah, they're just getting confirmation on the foul. Assumption doesn't have a 22, or they do, but he's on the bench. James Bilderback, but he's confirming the foul is on either Hagen or Lieberg. But yeah, I will tell you, it is a heart-moving trip for sure to go over to Oahu and visit Pearl Harbor. Oh, they had to take a point off the scoreboard too.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that they had credited Phillips with an extra bucket, so it is 3-3. So let's recap just for everybody at home. There's 15:01 here to go in the first half. The score is 3-3. Assumption's got a free throw and a made bucket. Phillips has got a made 3 from I believe number 10, Revac in the corner. And that's kind of how the first 3 minutes have gone. Not saying it's the case. We just ran a play. 15:01 was on the clock. They didn't start the clock. It's early season for everybody. It's cold. You're in the Northwoods. I got it.
It's the first boys game of the year for Phillips. Just the second overall home basketball game of the year. The girls played Grantsburg the other night.
There's great anticipation for the girls' game as number 4, Lane Abraham gets his first bucket. Great anticipation for the girls' game as you got the North-picked leading Phillips Loggers playing the South-picked in Assumption Royals. It should be a good ball game. Phillips always runs that good 1-3-1. Is Schlafer for 3. Does not get it to fall.
Tips there, taken by Abraham again. Lane at 25 in their win over Bayfield. He trips and gets it to go.
We're going to start referring to that as the Jared Goff as he takes a knee on the way down. 7-3 Phillips, though, with a little bit of a burst. So despite being down a player or two in the sickness, the Loggers have come out hot and taken an early lead.
There's Nystrom going to try and get going off the mark. Taken by the Loggers, number 5, Colin Kleinschmidt.
Nice little jab step from Logan to go ahead and create space. So that's going to be a good look for him, Steve. That's going to fall eventually.
Lane Abraham, a 6'3 senior. He's got length on him, no doubt. There's a left-handed 3 is silky smooth for Revac.
That must be Butta because he's on a roll. That is very nice looking stroke. As I said, that lefty has got that long, nice follow through, and the Royals find themselves down in an early hole 10-3. First thing about being in the hole is you got to stop digging.
Schlafer goes baseline, gets fouled by Abraham, and it's going to be called on Lane. 13:43 to go. Ritchie Funeral Home has been serving family after family in Nakusa and Wisconsin Rapids since 1957. Find the very best in personal service at Ritchie Funeral Home or find them online at ritchiefuneralhome.com. Hagen back in for Vrewink.
Steve, you know why everybody loves Frosty the Snowman?
A really good movie. Just watched it the other day.
It is an excellent movie. But you know why everybody loves him? Because he's cool.
Except when he melted in the greenhouse.
This is true.
As board gets blocked by Kleinschmidt. All the way to the basket. Wild shot. It's going to be out of bounds to Phillips.
You know what you call an old snowman?
What's that?
Water.
Loggers inbound, baseline right. 13:31 to go, 10-3 Phillips. That's been the issue with the first couple of games for Assumption. Scored 40 against Columbus Catholic. I think only 42 or something against Nakusa. There's a runner. It's too strong. Tipped out, and back to Assumption it goes.
Coach Pultz actually was commenting earlier that he thought that the Columbus game was the best officiated game he's had all season long. So, again, always one of those deals which is it's such a good test to start off with a team like Columbus Catholic. Yep. You really get a chance to see where you were. And Assumption looked so good in that game. They battled hard. They were right until the end. I would say they didn't get the finish that they were looking for, obviously, without the win and the way the game finished. But there were so many good things.
Schlafer goes baseline, partially blocked by Abraham and taken by Josh Edwards.
Unfortunately, that didn't carry to Nakusa, and now you kind of take a look at it in coming up here against Phillips. You get that long bus ride, got to go ahead and get the blood flowing. I still expect Assumption's going to go ahead and turn it around and play better in this game, but again, you don't want to make that hole too deep.
BJ Lowry for 3, off the mark. Rebounded by Schlafer for Assumption. Tipped out by Lowry and taken away. Up ahead, Lowry layup. is good.
Ooh, the little left-handed Stockton finish with the opposite hand. And we get a timeout Royals as Phillips is up 12-3, 12:33 to go here in the first half. Are we going to go ahead and take a commercial break?
Yeah, you're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Other games on the network tonight. We've got a couple of them live right now. It's, of course, our game. Auburndale is at Abbotsford in girls basketball. Just underway. 15-7 Auburndale 12 minutes to go on the girls' side in Abbey. Wrightstown is at Wilpack on the boys' side. Tip time is supposed to be at 5:30, I think. They have not started yet. And Neillsville and Columbus Catholic should be a good girls' game tonight in Marshfield.
You know, Neillsville's got that long conference winning streak. Columbus Catholic really can shoot it. As we get a traveling violation on Trey France, number 21 for the Royals. Phillips basketball, another unforced turnover. Loggers advance ball in the front court. Phillips AD and also girls basketball coach Mike Elbert stopping by to make sure we're doing well up here. He does a great job. Again, the girls program up here underneath Mike's guidelines has been outstanding. He's got two very talented daughters. There's the steal by the Loggers. Clean block. Great job staying vertical by Schlafer. Go ahead and keep that at 12-3. Anyway, just to finish that thought, of course, Mike's two daughters were Jada playing over at St. Cloud State, and then Casey, who had an opportunity to play at Eau Claire. Unfortunately, injury shut that down. But Phillips has been, for the last, 10 years, has been the team to beat in the North. And I do expect that should be a pretty good ball game for those that are going to stick around and watch
goodness.
it.
Another finger roll beauty there this time by Kleinschmidt. And it's 14-3. Phillips just here in the first half. Assumption had that early basket by Lieberg and a free throw by Vrewink have been silent since.
Scott, Assumption working that baseline hard as Schlafer steps out for three.
And a good rebound there by Chase Lieberg. Foul's going to go on Kleinschmidt. When plumbing goes wrong, where can you turn? The answer is simply Williams Plumbing and Heating. For new construction or remodel and working with residential or commercial, you can put your trust in Williams Plumbing and Heating in Wisconsin Rapids.
Shout out to Williams. They actually just helped a friend of mine out in Stevens Point that ended up needing to have a little bit of emergency. They did a great job for him. So, again, big shout out endorsement to them.
Abraham on the right wing. Skips it across. Thought about the long three, did Revac. Going baseline again, bodied up by Board, finger rolled again, but Abraham puts it in. Six for Lane.
Nice job by Board to go ahead and wall up. Not a great job by JT going ahead and getting the box, so allowed Abraham to get down the lane for the easy tip back, and it's 16-3. Royals find themselves down 13, 10:54 here to go in the first half.
Nystrom with it, got a screen from Ron Board. Board skips it down to Lieberg. He got blocked, saved there by Edwards, and then a shoulder shiver taken to Kleinschmidt.
Let's see if he's going to call this a common foul or not, because Ron definitely went ahead and was tough with that shoulder on him there.
Ruink will check in, and Board will check out.
Again, to Coach Pultz's credit, going ahead and going to sit down and talk with Ron in terms of where that goes. Got to be careful on that shot there in terms of where it goes. Like, I understand that you want to be physical, but you can't do that.
Early lead here for Phillips. Abraham at the top of the key. Over to Lowry. Long three, Revac front rim, but an offensive rebound. Lowry back out to Abraham. Hand down, man down, off the mark. Rebound taken by Schlafer. Lieberg will take it to the basket. The runner is no good. Rebound taken by Kleinschmidt.
Abraham was 5 of 16. No, I take the back, free throws in the first game. Abraham shot quite a few threes in that first game against Bayfield earlier in this week, and he has definitely had the green light so far tonight.
10 of 14 from the field. They don't have three-point markers or three-point stats for him. I'm sure he shot a couple of them, but
Got a 30-second timeout, White, called by Phillips. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break. Appreciate you watching high school sports here on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
All right, welcome back to Phillips High School. Assumption basketball with 9:52 to go here in the first half, trailing 16-3.
Steve, they just had the commercial on about Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. You ever go check that out with your family and drive through?
Awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
It's amazing in terms of where it goes. I think Dan said on the marathon broadcast the other night, over 3 million
2
lights?
million,
Over 2 million lights.
Just crazy.
As Dan said, who counts them? But my thought is that that's a beautiful display. Awesome to take a look at it. If you get a chance to drive through, they ask for a non-perishable food item donation. Definitely worth the trip with your family. Go check it out over in Marshfield, and then maybe go check out Scotty's Chicken and Pizza for a snack afterwards. Tell them Zaleski Sports sent you.
Yeah, that Wildwood Park and Zoo is awesome. It's key to go when it's warm, especially when you're walking through. But, yeah, beautiful setup. Nice from a high arcing three, left short. Rebounded by Kleinschmidt. Lowry comes away with it.
I know Jason spends a lot of time there. He likes to visit his family. So, hey-o!
Abraham on the left wing against Lieberg. Steps into a three, front rim, no good. Rebounded by Bruink, up to Hagen. Lieberg.
One adjustment that the Royals have made is they've definitely ratcheted up their defense. It's going to be tipped off nice from Phillips' ball. Assumption has definitely ratcheted up their defensive pressure. They're no longer giving up that wide open three. Phillips is settling for the first shot. So defensively, Assumption now looks like they woke up. Now they got to go ahead and wake up with their spacing and protect the basketball on that offensive end.
Abraham open on the right wing. Maybe we can go ask Coach Egerbrecht over there who number 23 is. I don't have a 23 on my roster. Abraham open, goes baseline, spins in the lane, hands it down to Kleinschmidt.
Kleinschmidt really did a good job of getting deep in the post with a really pretty right-handed finish, extending the lead for Phillips. 18-3, 8:35 to go, first half. Loggers all over the Royals early.
If you're a Loggers fan and know who number 23 is, please pass that information along. We'll get that to you. Went down to Coach Nate Belon, and he didn't mention 23. So
I'll be right back, Steve. I'll go get it for you.
Have this here with 8:27 to go. Revac skips it all the way over to Kleinschmidt. There's 23 with it. Across. There's a three-pointer for Revac, his third. Sorry.
Number 23 for the Loggers is Johnny Parker.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you.
There's a two-pointer.
That ends a long scoring drought for the Royals here. That's probably about maybe an 8-minute scoring drought that they end for the Royals. 21-5. Assumption down 16, 7:40 to go.
See who he Kleinschmidt pull-up Jay off the mark. Offense rebound by Parker.
The aforementioned Jonathan Parker. I almost feel like we set that up for him, Steve. We needed to go figure out who he was. He's listed as number 42 in the program, number 23 in our hearts, apparently, at this point.
Yeah. And offensive foul is going to be called on Schlafer with 7:22 to go here in the first half. 23-5 Loggers.
You know, Steve, that's back-to-back for JT, where he ends up with the travel and the offensive foul, and it makes sense, right? You know, JT obviously is extremely talented, probably going to play some college basketball somewhere. And, you know, you can feel your team down 23-5, so he's pressing, trying to take a look at it. Lots of time left in the ballgame. Everyone from Assumption's just got to take a deep breath. They're going to be fine here, JT included. You don't want to get caught trying to do too much too early.
Revac on the right baseline, swings around to Parker. Back near side. Josh Edwards, Abraham with it. Revac's got 3 3-pointers here in the first half.
He was looking to hunt that one, too. It didn't matter. Oh, there it is.
Going to try it again. Off the mark. Rebounded by Bruink, but taken by the Loggers. and tipped out by Kleinschmidt.
Kleinschmidt showing some good athleticism there, tried to deflect it off of it. Nice job of positioning by Verwink. So Assumption basketball, 23-5, 6:46 to go.
In that game against Bayfield the other night, Revac was 1 of 9 from the field, 0 of 7 from beyond the arc. Home cooking early here for Braden.
JT's been real effective down on the block, but he gets double teamed. The ball gets stripped away.
And foul is going to go on Josh Edwards. Good hustle there, though, by Josh getting on the floor.
No, foul's going to go on.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Okay, as you say, that is not Josh Edwards on the initial indication, but officials get the numbers wrong. No problems. The good communication got it right.
Schlafer to inbound in front of the Phillips bench all the way into the backcourt for Nystrom. 6:25 to go here in the first half.
Well, I'll tell you what, it'd be nice for Assumption to see Logan knock one through the net. Sometimes as a shooter, you just got to see that first one go down.
Had one against Columbus Catholic, only 2 points against Nakusa for Nystrom. Assumption, all sorts of discombobulated offensively, running into each other. Nystrom's going to try one, and there it is.
Again, Logan's just too good of a ball player, too good of a shooter to not go ahead and eventually find it. 23-8, let's see if that gets him going as Assumption's still down 15.
Revac, tip there. Bruin comes away with it. Schlafer for the Royals. All the way to the basket. Finger roll. Wow, what English put on there by Schlafer.
And just like that, there's a 5-point burst. 23-10, 5:40 to go. Assumption right back in this thing, down 13. Need another stop. Keep that momentum rolling.
Abraham on the left side goes baseline against Board. Underneath the basket. Schlafer comes away with it. Schlafer all the way to the basket. Finger rolls it again. No good. He was waiting for the contact, out of bounds off of Edwards.
One more year, JT's going to be able to just go up and dunk that ball, and I think when he looks back at it on film, he's going to be upset with himself that he was taking too much time waiting just for us to go ahead and getting that thing finished.
BJ Lowry checks in for the Loggers. Finds Board as his outlet. There's Nystrom again, top of the key. Gets the screen, doesn't use it from Schlafer. And it's going to be a foul on the drive. Team foul number 6 on the Loggers. Econ Electric is your local residential, commercial, and industrial electrical service provider. Since 1970, Wisconsin Rapids and surrounding areas have turned to Econ Electric. That's Econ Electric of Wisconsin Rapids. Straight line here for the Royals, and turn to Boards on the floor, and Coach Pulse will take a 30-second timeout. We'll do it with them. 5:14 left here in the first. 23-10 Loggers. Back after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
As we go ahead and cut before we are subjecting the audience to our horrible singing out there.
Karaoke here at Phillips tonight, up in the weight room and wrestling room here for Loggerland. 5:14 to go here in the first half. Royals with the basketball, inbounding baseline right. Verwink out to Lieberg, down low to Schlafer. Quick lay in there for JT.
You know, good teams score off of inbounds plays, Steve. That's good execution for Assumption. You and I were just talking about it. That's the first time that they've really had the appropriate spacing. When they have it, there's been plenty of room. So after a little bit of a tough start, 23-12, down 11, right where you need to be. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Assumption looks like they're more locked in defensively. I expect that they're going to really get in this thing by the time it gets to. They're going to be Ron Board's second foul.
And going for it against Abraham. That's going to be team foul number 4 on Assumption. Seen around the first 2 games, that was probably his, don't want to say weakest, but his lightest foul that he's had in his first 2+ games.
Ron's a big, strong young man in terms of where it goes. In that regards, he was just trying to go ahead and make the right read in the passing lane, just kind of ended up just getting caught in terms of where it goes. But that's a step in the right direction that he's seeing with what he needs to be seeing. He'll get there. He'll get that eventually.
Lowry, a long 3 off the mark, rebounded by Schlafer. JT in transition for the Royals. 4.5 to go in this quick-moving first half.
It's had really excellent flow. The officiating crew has done a good job keeping it going. Assumption has really chosen to work as there's Nystrom for three. There's the second of the half. Logan knocks it in, 23-15. Logan back-to-back has a little flex celebration as he normally does when he makes a shot.
4:05 to go here in the first half. Revac trying to answer back, and he does!
Revac says, I got something for you, Nystrom, in terms of where it goes. That's his fourth three in the half. 12 early points, 26-15, and what's been a really entertaining back-and-forth affair, Steve.
Tripling his output from game one already. There's Revac. Right side for Ruink. Down low to Lieberg. Back out. Schlafer in the corner. Steps into a corner three off the back rim. And rebound taken by Revac.
Again, Assumption has really chosen to work that short corner to short corner, low baseline, in the post down there. They must see something on film.
Abraham's going to try one, too strong, and boxed out. Body's hitting the floor, hitting the wall. Up ahead to Nystrom. Nystrom kicks it out to Lieberg. Back over to Board at the top of the key. Lieberg, Nystrom in the corner. Bad pass there by Logan, looking for Parker Ruink. Taken away by Abraham.
Almost an impossible angle on that, Steve. The thought process was good, but just an impossible angle.
Good defense by Chase Lieberg, and it's going to be Assumption basketball.
Chase with a really good job of body control, took it to the contract, maintained up front verticality. Excellent defense by Chase Lieberg.
Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Yeah, we're talking about the lights in Marshfield. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open nightly now through New Year's Eve. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
Always one of my favorite family traditions when Sarah Jordan and I hop in the car, go see the lights, grab a little dinner over there, do a little shopping perhaps. Fun thing that they do in Marshfield.
Owen hanging off the mark. Rebound taken by the Loggers. Revac back out to Abraham on the left wing. Gets cut off by Lieberg. Back out, Revac top of the key. Straight on three is in and out. Offense rebound by Parker is good.
Good help side defense by Verwink, but very weak backside rebound by Logan. And as a result, gave up that bucket in terms of where it goes. Got to box him out. Too much Frankensteining there.
Back to a 13-point lead for the Loggers. Verwink with it. Back out, Nystrom on the right side against Revac. Skips it out to Schlafer. JT, three airballed. Rebound taken by Jonathan Parker.
One thing I'll tell you, Steve, is I'm impressed. Phillips, despite being a little bit undermanned, has played hard in this first half. 2 minutes to go, 28-15. Loggers up by 13 points with the basketball.
Abraham with it. Revac swings it around to Josh Edwards. Down low to Abraham against Lieberg. Spins, baseline, up and good.
Again, Abraham's doing a really nice job. Even though Chase is a big, strong young man, he's catching the ball really deep, and at that point he's been patient. Might have to see Assumption make a little bit of an adjustment to go ahead and take a little bit of a front on him.
90 seconds to go, first half. Loggers have doubled up the Assumption here in the first 18 minutes. Abraham into the front court quickly. Down low, pull-up jumper. Kleinschmidt, a quick release shot. Rebound taken by Nystrom.
That little short corner transition is a spot where both the boys and the girls program in Phillips has scored a lot of points for a lot of years up here.
Schlafer with it. Free throw line, spins, and travel with it.
They get called for travel, yup.
Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options.
Back into the games comes number 21, Trey France for the Royals. Taking a seat is Owen Hagan. Minute and 5 seconds to go. 30-15. Assumption finds themselves trailing Phillips as we get underneath the first minute of the first half.
If you are head coach Amy Ring, you cannot be more happy with the start here for your guys in the first half. Abraham gets an intercepted by Lieberg, keeps his footing with 45 seconds to go. Nystrom into the front court. Back out, Lieberg.
Really a well-played first half. Neither team in bonus, good flow. Again, Assumption has looked a little bit discombobulated, but they've really ratcheted up the defensive pressure. The problem that they have offensively, Steve, is that they've had just unforced turnovers as once again Trey Francis gets called for a travel for shuffling his feet. 30.2 seconds to go. Phillips giving the indication they're going to hold it for one shot. Back into the ball game comes number 2, Owen Hagan. So we'll see if Phillips is patient enough to go ahead and take the last shot. Either way you look at it, it's pretty safe to say they're going to go in the halftime with a lead.
Yeah.
So.
Up by 15 with 25 seconds to go. Parker to Edwards. Left side for Abraham with 15 seconds left.
Assumption with a couple falls to give. We'll see if they get to be aggressive and really try to jump those lanes or perhaps even double team that ball up top.
Abraham's going to try another one. Off the mark. Nystrom comes away with it. Up ahead to Hagen with 5 seconds to go. Skips it across to Lieberg. 3, 2. Good if it goes. Off the mark. And that'll end our first 18 minutes here tonight from Phillips High School. All Loggers in the first. 30-15. Phillips. We'll take a break. Come back with the first half scoring. Take a look at what we've got coming up the rest of the nights, including Assumption Phillips girls.
Steve, thank you very much for letting me join you for a half. Time for me to go ahead and do a little bit of work. Appreciate you guys coming and take a look at it and having Zaleski Sports follow us. Hopefully the girls will play well, and maybe we'll talk to you afterwards. Thanks, guys.
We'll see you later.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back with your first half scoring. After this, you're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
For those about to shop, we salute you.
We want you to let loose and choose a deal that best suits you, cause we're Thunderstorm!
Mittens has gotten down and dirty with deals on furniture, done dirt cheap.
Mittens in Marshfield is
back in black!
All month long for Black November.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids is Central Wisconsin's premier antique mall, consignment, and sports shop. We're the store with more selection, more items changing daily, more chances to find something unique.
Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids, a store you can get lost in and enjoy it.
Welcome back to Phillips High School. First half scoring. First for the Assumption Royals. Logan Eicham with 6 with 2 3-pointers. Chase Lieberg had the first basket for Assumption. He's got 2. JT Schlafer with 4 and Parker Ruink with 3. For Phillips, Lane Abraham had 8. Colin Kleinschmidt with 4. Braden Revac had 12. BJ Lowry had 2. And Johnny Parker had 4 for the Phillips Loggers. Other games tonight going on. It looks like they might be at halftime in Abbotsford. It is all Auburndale Eagles 39-10 at halftime for Auburndale. We'll see Auburndale next Tuesday on the girls' side. They'll take on Assumption at Assumption High School. Wapaka and Wrightstown boys basketball just underway. Neilsville and Columbus Catholic girls basketball JV has just started. Coming up the rest of the night, Arrowhead is at Muskego in girls basketball. Eau Claire North is at Wausau West in boys basketball. Kaukauna is at Oshkosh North. We got to change that name here. We'll get a change in a moment. Merrill is at Moseley and boys. Marquette is at DC Everest in hockey. Burnsville, Minnesota is at Eau Claire Memorial. And then the nightcap of these doubleheaders, Auburndale at Abbotsford boys, Assumption against Phillips girls, and Freedom is at Wapaka on the girls' side. They reset the clock, or what's going on here? I think they reset the clock. It was at 8 minutes when we came back, and now it's up to 8:10. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they restarted at 10 minutes. That was weird. Nonetheless, we are at halftime here in Phillips, and it is the Phillips Loggers 30 and the Assumption Royals 15. I guess we'll just have a little bit longer halftime show. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. I guess we'll take another couple-minute break, come back, and get you ready for the second half of this one. 30-15 Phillips. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
It's BOGO week at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. 8 synthetic blend full-service oil changes, tire rotations, and more for just $139.95. Black Friday through December 6th, in-store or online at SherrillTireBOGO.com. Buy one, get one oil change books at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Econ Electric is your local residential, commercial, and industrial electrical service provider. Since 1970, Wisconsin Rapids and its surrounding area have turned to Econ Electric for all of their electrical service needs. They're certified in sales, service, and installation of Generac generators, providing you with not just more power, but also enhanced protection against Wisconsin's unpredictable weather. You can trust Econ Electric to get the job done right, done fast, and done safe. When it comes to voltage, look to Econ Electric in Wisconsin Rapids. Learn more at econelectric.com.
Welcome back to Phillips High School. Get you ready for the second half. A little pop culture-ish for you here. I don't usually realm into the world of pop culture, but listen to the Dan Patrick Show. I try to a little bit every morning, and yesterday, Dan Patrick just got done filming his scenes for Happy Gilmore 2, which the filming ended today, and so then and the Sandman, as Dan Patrick calls him, called into the Dan Patrick Show this morning and said likely a release date in mid-July for Happy Gilmore 2. Dan Patrick finishing up his scenes yesterday with Adam Sandler. So looking forward to that. Last Sunday went to Moana 2 in Wausau. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, as Maui, very, very good movie. Saw a lot of weird reviews about it. I thought it was awesome, and can't get much better than the movie theater in Wausau. Yeah, exactly. As if you stick around for a couple minutes after the credits, kind of gets you a lead in to what Moana 3 will, what's anticipating Moana 3 happening. They just got done filming the live-action film of Moana 1. It's The Rock is as busy as he is. Dwayne Johnson right now is in 2 movies that are playing in the theater at the same time. So you don't become the richest actor in the world for sitting on your butt and not doing much. Dwayne is all over the place, from movies, has been in the WWE a little bit. Earlier this year. It's crazy time for The Rock. But got about 2 minutes before we start our second half. If you have seen any good movies lately, pass them or tell us about them in the chat box, and I'll try and delve into it. I am not. We had an employee, and we had 2 employees that were that are very movie aficionados. Cale Jacoby over in the United Kingdom right now, actually in film school in the UK. And then Mike Wendland, 2 very, very good movie viewers and critics. And I just like to watch them because they're fun. I'm not going to say one movie is bad or not, but that's definitely not my space of expertise. But very few times have I seen a bad movie. And I'll tell you about that. Speaking of Adam Sandler, we'll tease that, come back, and tell you which one of the worst movies I've ever seen. We'll be back to Phillips High School after this. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
All right, welcome back to Phillips. Telling you about some really, really bad movies, or not really bad movies. One of the most cringy, worst movies I've ever seen. Adam Sandler played both main characters in Jack and Jill. One of the dumbest movies that he had ever been in. And really hoping that Happy Gilmore 2 is good. There's a floater by Revac and taken by J.T. Schlafer and the Royals. Lieberg at the top of the key against Kleinschmidt. Ron Board lays it in. Ron's first points of the night. And the Royals are on the board early here in the second half. Left side for Abraham. Over to Kleinschmidt. Abraham back with it. Again, no J.J. Heikkinen tonight. For Phillips, their outstanding junior point guard. Looking forward to seeing him down in Wisconsin Rapids next winter. Three-pointer, can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds by Board. Good hustle there by number 22, Shea Denzine, who picked up 2 early fouls in that half and hadn't seen Shea for quite a few minutes. He was the second leading scorer in their game against Bayfield with 18 on Tuesday. Abraham at the top of the key against Leeberg. Back out to Lowry. Down low, got behind the defense, and a late call on Vrewink. And Kleinschmidt will head to the free throw line for a couple of throws here. Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats along with chicken, steaks, beef, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and more. It's all at Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. First one for Kleinschmidt is good. They did not shoot well from the free throw line at Bayfield the other night. Don't have the total number, didn't add up the total numbers, but Kleinschmidt was 2 of 6 from the line and 1 for 2 on that trip. 14-point lead for the Loggers, 31-17. There's Vrewink on the left wing. And throwing it away and turned over. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualwausau.com. Find an agent near you. Quick substitution after the turnover by Vrewink. 31-17. 16:45 to go. Don't go too far. 15 to 20 minutes after this game concludes, we'll have a new stream up for you for the girls' game. Revac, the reverse layup, didn't get far enough to the reverse side. Schlafer finds a cutting Leeberg, puts his shoulder down and runs over Shea Denzine. Next up, Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. 16:30 to go. Mosney boys in action tonight. Saw the girls last night against Wisconsin Rapids. And we've been lucky enough to cover Mosney the last couple of years in basketball and in girls softball. And obviously, a lot of people in the area and the state know of Keegan Jerschley. His sister Talon is a amazing young athlete. Just a junior, is already committed to go play softball at Northwestern, and she's a spitfire of a basketball player too. Logan Nystrom for 3 off the front rim, taken by Abraham for the Loggers. Phillips in home white jerseys with black stripes, no orange on their jerseys. That's unfortunate. There's a three-pointer. Revac's got 15 tonight. 5 3-pointers for Braden. Feeling it for the senior. Right side for Board, 34-17. Down low to Leeberg, left-handed layup is good. Good find there by Schlafer. Abraham with it, gets a screen. Swings it around. B.J. Lowry in the corner to the basket. Euro steps through. He's got 4 tonight. 36-17 or 36-19. Leeberg, Board at the top of the key. Look for France, finds Schlafer. Foot on the line is 2 for, they called a 3. No, 2. Yep, the official here called 2. That's the right call. Schlafer had a foot in the line, inside the line. Abraham on the left side. Goes baseline against Leeberg. Lost him momentarily. Down to Denzine. Spins against Board. Back out. Ravac, three-pointer. Got it again! Braden Revac's got 18, and he's got 6 3-pointers here tonight. And Leeberg got blocked by Kleinschmidt. France for 3. Trey buries a big 3 for the Royals. Much needed for Assumption, trailing by 15 here with 14 minutes to go. Abraham with it, back out to Revac. Gets a slight screen. Denzine at the top of the key. Back out Revac. Abraham, top of the key. Resets for the Loggers. 13:50 to go. Taken away, tipped away by Board. Nystrom tipped it up into the hands of Schlafer. Spins in the lane. Right hand for JT is good in transition. Schlafer's got 8, 13-point game with 13:30 to go. Lowry over to Revac. Down low to Kleinschmidt. Foul's going to be called on France. Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. Place your comfort at home as their highest priority. Not too hot, not too cold. That's the plan with Rapid Sheet Metal in Wisconsin Rapids. Give them a call or find them online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Back into the game is Josh Edwards. Asking for a explanation on that three-pointer. And again, officials communicated without communicating to each other about what the call was. And from where we stood, we could clearly see that JT's foot was on the line, or not even on the line, over the line. So it was the correct call. 13:25 to go, 13-point Loggers lead. As Schlafer comes across the timeline. Finds Board. Nystrom off the screen on the right side. Looking down to Lieberg. Finds Trey France. Back out to Lieberg. Schlafer on the left wing against Abraham. Pull-up jumper for JT in the lane. Had Edwards fallen back, and Schlafer puts it in. He's got 10. 12:50 to go, an 11-point game. Right side for Abraham. Denzine back out to Abraham. Timeout. Phillips. 12:37 to go here in the second half. 39-28 Loggers. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports. Presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown. And I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
It'll be Phillips basketball in the front court with 12:37 to go. A reminder that Sherrill Tire and Service is a local choice for auto repair and tires in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, and Wausau. You find great prices and dependable service every time at Sherrill Tire and Service. Saw a Sherrill Tire and Service sign on the way up here, not too far away from Phillips. Saw a billboard. And Lieberg's going to pick up the foul on the grab or the hook. Hold, hook, grab. All the same. Revac to inbound. Finds Abraham, top of the key. Straight on three is short, but gets the friendly roll. My goodness. A slow roller, 42-28. Lieberg, Board on the right side. Back out to France. Nystrom. And a travel call on Logan Nystrom. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Stop by and kick up your feet with the perfect fit for your home. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. 12 minutes to go. 42-28 Phillips. Edwards against Lieberg. Down low to Abraham. Tucks his head. Revac for three again. No. And the foul's going to go on Shea Denzine. That'll be team foul number 1 in the half for Phillips. Williams Plumbing and Heating is locally owned and operated in Wisconsin Rapids. For all your plumbing and heating needs, why look anywhere else? Call Williams Plumbing and Heating or find them online at williamsplumbingwr.com. Schlafer turns it over. Revak's first points of the ball game that haven't come from beyond the arc. He's got 20 tonight. Bad pass there by Schlafer, and it's 44-28. Nystrom picked up his dribble. And Lieber gets tackled by Kleinschmidt with 11:24 to go. Key Savings Bank is banking made easy, from personal banking and wealth management to mortgages, loans, and business banking. With locations in Wisconsin Rapids and in Rome, you'll always have helpful, knowledgeable staff with a smile. Bank local with Key Savings Bank in Wisconsin Rapids. France with it. Back out to Owen Hagen, who just checked in for JT. And poked away by Abraham. Up ahead, Lane finger rolls it in. 46-28, 11 minutes to go. Haven't switched on the board yet. There we go. 18-point lead for the Loggers. Back out to Hagen. France taken away again. Revak as Nystrom fell without Revak touching him, and then Lieber got fouled. Foul's going to go on Shea Denzine. Oh, 12 with Josh Edwards. He's going to pick up the foul. New flop warning in high school, too? Yep.
That's the new rule this year. It's a point of emphasis, it's flop warning. It counts as a delay game the first time, and then the second time, it's an automatic technical foul, and you only get one of them for your entire team.
Gotcha.
That was definitely the definition.
Right side for Vrewink. 46-28 in favor of Phillips with 10:22 to go. Board. Back out to Nystrom. For three, Logan short. Fought for, bodies hitting the floor, and it's going to be off of Ruink. Made a Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madeacustom.com. That's MADAcustom.com. They awarded it now to Assumption. Saw one of those last night in Wisconsin Rapids, and they forgot to switch the possession arrow. Hagen all the way to the basket. Blocking foul is going to be called. And Owen Hagen will head to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. 10:02 to go. Lane Abraham will check in here in just a moment, as that was the fourth foul on Josh Edwards. First one for Owen is good. Phillips has been in control from the get-go. I think they were out to a 21-3 lead in this one. Assumption got as close to 11, I think, in the second half. Hagen 2 for 2 from the line. It's back to a 16-point deficit, or a 16-point lead. Kleinschmidt back out to Revak against Schlafer. Abraham's going to try it again. That time he buried it. A triple for Lane Abraham. His second three, and it's 49-30. Tipped out of bounds. Back to the Loggers. Like Carrie Van Erwin State Farm, be your go-to for all your insurance needs. Carrie and her staff are always there to help you understand your options and come away with the right coverage for you. That's Carrie Van Erwin State Farm in Wisconsin Rapids. Kleinschmidt quickly into the front court, breaking the pressure quickly. Jonathan Parker back out to Abraham. Lane, right side for Denzine. Back out to Abraham. 9:15 still to go in this one, 49-30. There's going to be a traveling call on Kleinschmidt. For internet, TV, phone, and monitoring, think no further than Solaris in Wisconsin Rapids. You deserve internet you can count on, and nothing compares to the power of Solaris fiber internet. Visit Solaris.net for more details. Or if you want phenomenal customer service, Solaris is the way to go. Nystrom's going to try a three, short. Offense rebound for Nystrom, right hand, and spins it in. Coach Amy Rings' bench wasn't so short. Revag may have come out of the game after that missed blockout. Kleinschmidt's going to get fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line. Investor's Choice is Wisconsin Rapids' choice for financial investments. Understanding markets and helping you keep a well-rounded financial well-being is as simple as visiting Investor's Choice for a conversation. That's Investor's Choice of Wisconsin Rapids. So depending on how this one ends up here tonight, this game, Coach Paulta and Coach Ring have both said that they would be more than happy to come up here. Again, what's going to happen, though, is Kleinschmidt goes 2 for 2 from the line. What's going to happen, though, is we're going to come back, or we're going to wrap this game up, end the stream, and come back and have the interviews, if we have time, have the interviews at the beginning of our next stream, which will be the girls' game. So we'll see how all that figures out. Owen Hagen lays it in for 2. Good pass there by Bilderback. Abraham back out. Asking for a screen, skips out. Lowry gets past Hagen. Lowry for 2. (53-34). All Loggers. Back down to Schlafer. Owen Hagen in the corner for 3. Buries it. Lowry all the way to the basket. Throws it wildly. Bilderback with the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Lowry. That'll be team foul number 5 on Phillips. Ski's Meat Market in Stevens Point is a perfect place to find a huge selection of brats, beef, chicken, and more. Get your specialty grocery items, deli meats, and even bring in your wild game. Get all at Ski's Meat Market. Their quality is with the stop. 7:45 to go here in the second half. 53-37 Phillips. Bilderback on the right side. Skips it out to Lieberg. Good close out there by Josh Edwards. Hagen. Back out to Nystrom. Hagen in the corner. Owen in the lane. The runner right hand for Owen Hagen is good. Owen on a scoring tear here the last couple possessions. 53-39, 14-point game. Assumption has had it as close as 11 here in the second half. Rivak steps into a 3. Got it again, my goodness. Rivak with 23, 7 3-pointers. Bilderback down low. Schlafer saves it to Nystrom in the corner. Back out to Bilderback. Hands off to Nystrom, 6.5 to go. Nystrom steps into a 3, short. Rebounded by Hagen, almost. Yep, taken by Owen in the corners. Dribbles through it. Back out Nystrom against Rivak, 6:20 to go. Bilderback got it taken away by Lowry, got tripped up. Abraham all the way to the basket. Right hand is good for Lane. Just like a blink of an eye, and it's back to a 19-point game. Lieberg on the right side. Builder back top of the key. Back out to Hagen in the corner. Mentioned in the first half, the spacing for Assumption has not been great. And poked around, out of bounds off of Schlafer. Wisconsin River, from head to toe, for all your orthopedic needs, place your trust in Wisconsin River Orthopedics. No matter where your pain is, you'll find advanced, comprehensive orthopedic care and specialized medical feedback on any injury. Learn more at WROinstitute.com. Lane Abraham lays it in for two more. 21-point game. Board on the right side. Hands off to Schlafer. 5 minutes to go. Intercepted. Schlafer another turnover. And Phillips' defense has been up to the task tonight. Revac with it again. 23 tonight for Braden. Intercepted up ahead to Schlafer against Kleinschmidt and lays it in. Timeouts, full timeout's going to be taken by Assumption. 4:45 to go, 19-point game. We'll be back after this. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Loggers up 60-41 here in the second half. Yeah, it's been pretty much all Phillips here tonight, led by their senior Braden Revac. Braden with 23 tonight. Revac tipped by Lieberg and out of bounds off of Revac back to Phillips. Do with the conversation is I believe Phillips tried to call a timeout. And they're going to give the timeout to Phillips. And it'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. 60-41, 4:38 to go. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
All right, welcome back to Phillips High School. Loggers lead 60-41 here in the second half. And out of the timeout, Shea Denzine comes away with it for the Loggers. 1 second away from that 10-second call. Revac threw it away. Ron Board comes away with it. Hands off to Schlafer. Schlafer into the front court for the Royals. Trailing 60-19. JT all the way to the basket. He's going to get fouled on the drive. Big collision on the drive. Foul's going to go on Shea Denzine, blocking foul, and JT is going to go to the free throw line. The Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Gave JT the continuation on that foul. JT's first free throw, not close. Denzine picked up his fourth. And 1 for 2 from the line for Schlafer. Revac to inbound. Josh Edwards with it, steps through and gets fouled by Chase Lieberg. That'll be team foul number 6 on Assumption. Metallico in Wisconsin Rapids is one of North America's largest aluminum billet slab producers. Come get to know Metallico and how their mission, visions, and values set them apart. Find your future job at Metallico and apply online at Metallico.com. Revac with it with 4 minutes to go. Denzine, pull-up jumper, 14 feet is good. Shea's first points of the game tonight. 20-point Loggers lead. Schlafer, left hand, no good. Rebound taken by the Loggers. Abraham up ahead to Kleinschmidt. Lays it in. Transition points for the Loggers. And it's a 22-point lead. And Schlafer comes up hobbling a little bit after that transition layup. Braxton Steinert will check in. Owen Hagen will check in. Braxton in for JT. And Owen Hagen in for Logan Nystrom. Bruink in for Ron Board. James Bilderback. He's got to get everybody's number here. Lieberg checks out. So Hagen, Bilderback, Steinert, Bruink, and France on the floor for Assumption. $22-point lead, and the Loggers are going to start the season off 2-0. Assumption going to drop to 0-3 to start, and 0-1 in the conference. There's going to be a foul on Revac, and Owen Hagen is going to go to the free throw line for bonus throws. JT tonight finishes with 11. Chase Lieberg with 4. Logan Nystrom with 8. Owen Hagen earns the second. Ron Board with 2. And Hagen goes 1 for 2 from the line, rebounded by Denzine. Revac, open again, is going to let it fly again. Front rim, airballed it. That's the worst shot he's taken all night. He has 7 3-pointers tonight, does Braden Revac. Bilderback, back out to Steinert. Under 3 minutes to go. Hagen to the basket, a lot of contact. And Shea Denzine, I believe, just fouled out. He's going to finish tonight with 2 points. Owen Hagen at the Serve Pro Jamie Winslow free throw line. Call Jamie Winslow at Serve Pro for their number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Owen Hagen at the line for 2 throws here. First one for Hagen is good. Hagen 1 for 2 from the line again. Abraham comes away with the rebound. Into the front court goes Jonathan Parker. All loggers here tonight. An impressive outing for Phillips. Revac back out to Josh Edwards. 2:38 to go. Down low, Abraham lays it in. Lane for 2 more. He's had a big second half. 8, 11, 14 second half points for the Loggers. Lane Abraham. It's been impressive tonight for Phillips.
We're going to start the warm-ups at 6:55.
Anything happen while I was gone? All right. Substitution, mass substitution for the Phillips Loggers. As Coach Mike Egebrecht just mentioned that they're going to start the warm-ups at 6:55. So once this game is over in 100 seconds, then we will see if Coach Ring shows up here. Owen Hagen, a long 3. Big-time night for Braden Revac, 23 points. Lane Abraham on the other side, what did I say, had 14 in the second half? 22 on the night. Colin Kleinschmidt had 9. B.J. Lowry's still out there, might get a point or 2 here at the end. He's got 6. 1 minute remaining in this one. Lowry lost it on the ground. Kenny Drexler into the game. And scoring there is Josh Edwards, his first points of the night. Sure we get all these guys in here. Arlo Behrens, number 14. And number 30 is Kenny Drexler, and Owen Hagen back to the free throw line. B.J. Lowry picking up that foul. 44 seconds to go here. Still 1-1 on the bonus. Hagen's free throw is good, earns the second. Have Quality Plus Printing design and print for you. Invitations, tickets, booklets, banners, labels, postcards, programs, and so much more, all done with amazing custom work. Quick turnaround times and awesome customer service. Quality Plus Printing, getting your words out. 2 for 2 for Hagen from the line. 40 seconds to go. All Loggers here tonight, 68-51. See if they'll look to score. Coach Paul says no fouls. Steinert against Drexler. Back out to Parker. Lowry. Again, a impressive performance by the Loggers. 20 seconds to go. Phillips will improve to 2-0 on the year. Assumption will fall here in the early season to 0-3 with 16 seconds remaining here. And Hagen will dribble it out with 15 ticks left. Bruink turns off the mark. Tipped around. Rebounded by the Loggers, and that'll do it here tonight. Phillips 68. A 38-point second half taking down the Assumption Royals 68-51. We'll hear quickly from our friends over at Key Savings Bank, see if Coach Ring makes her way up here. Again, we will end this stream and restart the second stream. If Coach Ring comes up here, it'll be part of our girls basketball stream, which will be starting in just a couple of minutes. You've been watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
We have something that we're trying to create at Key Savings Bank called Outward Energy. We don't just want to have the doors open, our members walk through. We want to be where they are. We go to meet them, we participate in their events. We think that's vitally important for us to show that Key Savings Bank is a part of the communities that we're in.
We received a very positive reaction from our community. On average, we had 250 to 300 kids alone that entered our building for the Halloween party. That didn't include the adults, grandparents, parents that brought the children. It's wonderful to be out in our community grocery shopping with my Key Savings Bank apparel, and families walk up to me and say, "Hey, I attended your Halloween party."
So about a month ago, I was approached by Sheriff Becker of Wood County Sheriff's Department, and he asked me if we'd want to participate in the Back the Badge bench press meet. So Key Savings Bank sponsored, had a $500 sponsorship to that, and I myself participated in that. And it was a really great experience. There was about 40 different people that participated throughout Wood County and actually the state. So with the Sheriff's Department obviously doing so much for us and throughout the community, it was just our way of giving back.
And now when I tell my friends and family what I'm doing or what I do every day or what involvements I'm doing, they're like, "Oh, that's the bank that offered the Halloween party. That's the bank that does the Christmas party. That's the bank that sponsors these golf events." So our awareness alone has just become amazing in the last year.
Key Savings Bank participates in a lot of these events. We love to do it. We love to know the community and the other businesses within the community. It's rewarding to see smiling faces. The kids event, when we bring them pizza, there's not just one winner, there's multiple winners. Cheese pizza is one of the coolest things that these kids love. And just seeing the smiling faces is outstanding. Probably the funnest event that we do is what you see behind me here is our coloring contest for the local kids. It's a fun event. We do a lot of fun stuff with it on our Facebook page. The voting goes nuts because it's the community that votes for it. And at the end, there's a lot of participation. So that's the best event.
We had Thursday grill outs. We did that. We were raising money for the Rome Canine Division. We set up in mid-June to have grill outs each and every Thursday all the way through till the middle of August.
Numerous amount of golf outings where we raise money specifically for that event through our whole sponsorships and games that we play.
My employees right now are all very active in participating in literally hundreds of events over the last 2 years that make Key Savings Bank a part of this community. We think that's very important.